Okay, while I'm recording this, it is mid-August, which means we're only a couple of weeks away from basically the end of summer, school starting for many people across the country. And you know what that means. We're about to have a family cookout or barbecue, a get together. What goes along with those? How about peach cobbler? Today we're going to be making a recipe from Guy Fieri called Sinful peach cobbler. I think this is going to turn out awesome. Please join me. First thing we need to do is get yourself a baking dish, like 9x13. Pre-grease that. Preheat your oven to 450 degrees. However, let me give you a warning. As soon as we put the baking in, we're going to be dropping that temperature immediately. I've got 3 pounds of frozen, sliced peaches. To that, I'm going to be adding some flour, some white sugar, some brown sugar, some cinnamon, and some salt. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to start a slurry here. That slurry, I've got 1 tablespoon of water in here. To that, I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and the juice from like 1 lemon. I'm just going to eyeball that here because I'm not actually using a real lemon. Get that slurry going here. Mix that all up. Looks pretty dissolved. Gonna be tossing that over the whole mixture here. I'm gonna use my hands for combining all this because I just think it's gonna be easiest to do. Get the peaches as well coated as possible. It's basically 3 pounds of peaches or 10 cups. They were all broken up and gets in between everything. Excellent. Don't need these anymore, at least not for this step. Get my baking dish over here. Get that all leveled out. Tasting pretty good so far. Okay, that's looking terrific. Now, I'm going to be putting this into the oven, and then we're going to start making the topping that's going to go on this. So this is going into the oven for about 30 minutes. But the first thing we're going to do is put this in and then drop the temperature to 350 degrees. And I've got the timer set for 30 minutes. As soon as that's done, we're gonna bring it out, put the topping on, it goes back in. So let's get ready to do the topping. Okay, I made a mistake, but it's not too late to correct it. I need to put half of the topping on top of the peaches now while they're gonna be baking for that 30 minutes. So I've stopped the timer and we're getting ready to make the topping, and this is only gonna take a moment. I've already got the oats in here. To that, I'm going to be adding flour, cranberries, more white sugar, more brown sugar, and all of the specific directions, the ingredients, how much, it's going to be in the directions down below the video. So don't forget to check that out. While you're doing that, you can go ahead and give me a like, maybe a subscription at that point in time if you're liking the video. Now, we've also got slivers of almonds. Got salt and nutmeg. And more cinnamon. Combining all this by hand, along with butter. Softened butter. Just room temperature butter. I mean, you don't have to do anything special to it. Now, I'm going to put about half of that on the peaches right now. I've got to spread that around. And back into the oven this goes, and we'll check back with you shortly. Okay, it's done with the first 30 minutes. I pulled it out of the oven. Time to put the rest of the topping on. Get that spread out. And it goes back into the oven, but we're going to be reducing the heat one more time to 325 and then leaving it in for 45 minutes. Okay, I brought it out of the oven. It's been sitting for 15 minutes to set up. It's cool enough to eat. I am ready to try this out. Let's see what we've got. This is looking awesome, y'all. Serving it with some Bluebell vanilla ice cream. This is so absolutely heavenly. It's so peachy, and it's got that little crunch from the almonds and the cranberries and that oatmeal. This is unbelievable. You have got to try this. If you're enjoying the video, please consider giving me a like, and please leave me comments. Let me know where you're commenting from. We've got viewers from all over the world, and I want to find out where you're at. And if you have any ideas for future shows, let me know. I appreciate it. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. Bye-bye. I gotta have me some more.